Yeah, very, very pleased with the way we responded. Honestly, even in the brief 2 minutes we had before that, we started the game well, and the goal didn't phase us, and obviously got the equaliser very, very quickly, but incredibly proud of the quality of performance tonight. Really professional at times, really mature at times, but some really nice football, and I felt pretty dominant the entire way through. Small spell in the second half early on, but again, the way the guys approached the game and the quality and brand of football that we played today, I think we were very much deserved winners.
How important was that quick response to score like 2 minutes after their goal?
We'll never know because it was so quick. But yeah, like I said, I felt like we'd started the game well, and obviously it helps to have such a mature group that have been in this position before. One I've done at LMU last year in an Elite 8 game, something that hasn't phased us, and obviously the past experience of what we just went through with Georgia Southern as well. I assure you it's not the game plan, but this group has shown time and time again they're capable of showing really good resilience and coming through adverse moments like that.
Why have you guys all of a sudden become masters of set pieces?
Because 2 games ago we ripped up everything we were doing and started again, quite honestly. So sometimes you just got to give a fresh pair of eyes to it, and for the players to see it that way as well. And sometimes, yeah, you just get a little bit lucky that happened to coincide with us hitting a little bit of form on set pieces, so long may that continue.
What's the mindset now? You are going to face Marshall again. What's the mindset? Kind of just a message to the fans as well as now you get them here an opportunity.
Good. It's the game we wanted. It's the best RPI game. It's the best chance of us squeaking into the top 8 from an RPI perspective, and hopefully having as many home games as possible in the NCAA tournament. And it's the type of game that you want to play in. Obviously, we've just played there with over 3,000 fans. Good news is the bleachers are coming back in, so we'll have a really big crowd again here at home. And you want to play in games that count against big-time rivals and create the spectacle that we have consistently shown over the last 3-4 years. It's been a great matchup. They're a great team. We'll be excited and excited to have the opportunity to win a championship at home against arguably your biggest rivals within college soccer.
Freddie, why were you guys so successful defensively tonight? Really, their only opportunity came when Max slipped and Dorsey was open on goal.
Well, I'll say commitment. It meant so much for the team. We've never beat Kentucky, as we talked about. I think you can tell it from everybody today that we wanted to beat Kentucky. We wanted to win. We want to be in that final on Sunday. And it's a little sweet that it's against Marshall, I can't lie. We want to beat Marshall at home in the final, get that revenge from last year.
I guess I asked you about this at post-game, but does this team have an extra level that you guys are still trying to reach here in the postseason?
Yes, I believe so. I have incredible faith in everybody on the team, the whole team, the depth of the team, and I know everybody can do more. I know we can do more, and we always try to improve, and we will improve as well. So Sunday can be our best game as well, and I hope it's going to be our best game, and I hope we're going to win.
Dan, it seemed like you guys did a really great job, not just at the back, but in the midfield of eating up their possession. How important were Ryan and Otto tonight?
Fantastic, and Cos came in and gave us great minutes as well. We feel really good about how we managed these 2 games, navigated the shortest turnaround of the season so far. It's obviously necessary. It's the nature of kind of conference tournament play, but we were mindful of, it's such a delicate balance, mindful of how we tried to navigate 2 games in 4 days and trust that depth was going to be what helped us over the line. So, when you bring Otto back into the game with less than 30 minutes to go, and he's only got 30 minutes under his belt at that point, you feel really good that he's going to finish the game strong. When Ryan Baer only plays 45 minutes the other day, as he did, and he can run all day as is, just that little mental edge. We talked a lot about making sure that counted for something in terms of how we finished the game today. We knew Kentucky was a team that didn't necessarily rotate as much as we did, and we continue to preach about the quality of depth we have and that kind of next man up approach, and a really, all together really brought in collective performance today.
It's going to be 12 days between matches against Marshall. I recognize that you guys maybe played a little bit differently because you only needed a point. But what has to be different or better in order to get over the line in the championship?
Yeah, we still need to exert our will on the game a little bit more. It will be different in that regard. I think we can perform much better. We defended because it was necessary, but we also defended because we weren't as effective with the ball as we can be. and I think we've seen and shown improvements both in the Georgia Southern game and obviously today as well. So my expectations, and I'm not saying anything that they probably won't already know, we plan to try and take the game to them. The nature of the first game is slightly different, and the longer it went on, it became even more away from our traditional brand and the identity that we play with. But yeah, we'll, as we have every time, we'll go in with the intention of going toe to toe.
Dan, when there's a goal by each side in the first 5 minutes and then it kind of smooths out for 40, what was the message at halftime?
We felt like we were the better team. We felt like we had played well. I didn't feel like a great deal needed to change. There was some minor details and just the alertness, awareness in some of our communication to nullify their capacity to get behind us, or nullify moments where we would lose territory and all of a sudden you're defending a long throw with a difficult wind. Those details are really important against a team with Kentucky's athleticism and size. So the message was kind of stay the course and again continue to trust that the longer the game goes on, the more our depth, the more our energy levels will kick in and we'll be the team that finishes stronger.
Freddie, your set piece there in the second half, you're 15 or so feet closer than what a corner kicking would be. Does that make the angle tougher? Does that make that service a little tougher than the regular corner?
I mean, at that point, I'm just trying to shoot. If nobody hits it, it goes in, great. But for me, it's the most important part is getting into a dangerous area with some speed. And again, if nobody touches this and it goes in, I've done my job. But I have trust in the guys in the box, and I know they're going to put a hit on it like tonight.
Yeah, you said that you've kind of changed up the set pieces. What are some of the tactical changes you've made?
Look, nothing miraculous, nothing groundbreaking. Just a different look to what we had before. Give the guys something different to sink their teeth into. I mean, look, we went through a similar type of thing in 22 when we were off to a tough start. We changed formations, not because what we were doing before didn't work, but just to give the guys a different stimulus. And sometimes you have to be prepared to rip it up and start again. Existential flexibility, I think that's what they call it. So again, feel fortunate that it's working for us and that we've got 3 in 2 games now.
Carlos has found the back of the net twice now in postseason play. Is the game plan in those corner kicks to get it to him towards the back, or is it just
still not telling?
Not
know that there's multiple targets, and Carlos has found himself in the right place at the right time. As good as Freddie's delivery is today, I'm not sure it's quite good enough to pick out one single head on the team necessarily. We probably try and put ourselves in positions to cover as much of the goal as possible, but really emphasize, as he said, the speed of the delivery, the threat of the ball in, and trust that someone's going to get across. And that's so hard to defend the corner. Felix is right where he needs to be to get that glancing flick, and Sergio gets to the destination that's required of him in that moment. And then similarly, I think I may have shouted out almost to try and use the free kick because of the position and do it like a corner, take it like a corner. But again, another good delivery with pace on it across the face, and those are difficult to defend and really appealing for players to run onto and meet. Okay.